You're watching DIYNate. If you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to tell me about your project in the comments. Alright folks, today on DIYNate, I've got a couple of these 18-volt Ryobi string trimmers, and I picked these up at a sale site, and I have not ever had to replace the strings on these, so I am just now checking these out. Now there's a replacement I got from Amazon with 4 of these little spools to save me the trouble of rewinding the spool here. So I'm going to pop the top off here, just take that off. This one looks like it's already got the spool in there, but I just wanted to see how these Amazon replacements fit here. And so I'm going to swap this spool out, take a look at this replacement here, and it looks like it's pretty straightforward. I think these things only have one hole, and it's got the wire tucked in there, the rewind line. Looks like the little slot's going to go up here. Just going to pop that on like that, I think. And so we'll pop this on. I believe this little holder there is to keep the string from unwinding. We go ahead and put that in, and just as easy as this, got this guy, and there's a button here. Now this little topper here seems to go on correctly, and in this case I'm going to push it. There we go, now it's working. So we're going to pop an 18-volt battery on here, just to get a feel for how the battery's going to work here. To go. Just like that, we got our weed eater line replaced, and we're going to check, make sure that I can advance the line. It doesn't look like it's advancing very well, but I think that's the function of the weed eater itself. So, all right, let's try the second one. I've got one of these 18-volt Ryobi string trimmers, so I'm going to pop the top off here, just take that off, and as you can see, my old spool is used and done, and so I'm going to take this spool out. And we're going to just swap it with this one and see how it fits. Looks like it's going to fit pretty well. So far I've been happy with these. I've already put one other one in, a different thing. So there are some grooves on the top side. You want to make sure those go in on the front. That's what will catch the button as it goes around. Sometimes that button might stick a little bit. It's got kind of a spring action component, so you want to make sure that that spring action is working for you. And you're just going to take it, you're going to put your line in. And since the grooves are on one side, the grooves will go up against the string trimmer here. And I'm just going to feed that through. And I don't want to go too far out with it, since the whole point of this trimmer is that it will automatically advance it for you. So you don't need a ton of string hanging out on the end. And we're going to make sure that that's caught on there. I think it is now. I'm going to just pop this little cap back on. Now that I'm popped back on there, I'm going to go ahead and hit my advance line button. As I mentioned, this one's got a little bit of a catch to it, so sometimes you might have to manually push it and pull the string as well, but for me that's going to work just fine. I'm going to go ahead and snap a battery on here. There we go. And let's check it out. Good to go. So really happy with these. These are going to be pretty nice for replacements. I've got 2 more to go. I've got 2 of these Ryobi string trimmers, and I've got an extra spool that I can use for the future. So I'm just going to save those, hang on to them, and keep them for my next up and coming weed eater project. So nice to not have to wind that. I do recommend these. I'm going to enjoy using these going forward. Makes that 18-volt a lot more handy when you have string ready to go. And since I've got this extra spool, I might take the time and re-spool that. Okay, now if you have a blank spool like this, and you want to restring it, there's actually a little tab in here, and you can see there's a rewind direction. So you just take your string and you insert it into this little tab here. This one's already been crimped in the past, so we'll slide that in there, and then we're just going to go right over here, and we're going to wind it around and just do that. Now this is a 0.65 string line size, which is not super common at your hardware stores and stuff, so you might have to order it online, but if you happen to have 0.65, it should work. You can check your user manual. Different types of products probably require different types of string line, but 0.65 seems to be what's called for with this Ryobi 18-volt string trimmer. And we'll just run it around a few times, and then once you're done, you can just close it off like that, or you can go ahead and thread it in there. Again, this side is going to go up against the body, this side will go toward the cap, and then you'll use that to click it and adjust it. So that's how you do that. Thanks for watching DIYNate. Have a great day.